Alright, we got the 16 new national legends in game. I will be sharing player builds, and on top of that I will share my personal top 3 picks. So make sure to subscribe to the channel for more eFootball content, and for now enjoy the video. Yeah, so before you're gonna sign one of these legends, make sure to check your country settings. For the ones that are located in one of these legends countries regions, you can head over to your coin shop and get your national legend for 1 USD only. So make sure to go for that one and then sign your other favorite national legend. So let's start off with the first player, which is Mokhtar Dahari, the Malaysian legend. A gold poacher, comes with phenomenal finishing as special skill. As you can see, he's quite pacey and nimble for a goal poacher. Does come with great weak foot. Unfortunately, is lacking physicality, has low offensive awareness, but being a goal poacher, he still makes those runs. So the way I built him: 8 for shooting, 1 passing, 11 dribbling, 7 dexterity, and 10 lower body strength. Skills I would add: outside curler, double touch, chip shot control, heel trick, and then gamesmanship. And then we got the Indian Sunil Chhetri, comes with phenomenal finishing special skill as well, same as Dahari. Is also pacey and nimble, great weak foot, unfortunately low kicking power and lacking physicality, but all with all a great looking card. So the way I built him: 8 shooting, 7 dribbling, 11 dexterity, 10 lower body strength, and 1 remaining point for aerial strength. Skills I would recommend: acrobatic finishing, 1 touch pass, chip shot control, heel trick, and then gamesmanship. And then we heading over to Thailand. We got Kiatisuk Senamuang, also a goal poacher. Doesn't come with phenomenal finishing, but he comes with acceleration burst instead. Also pacey and nimble, same as Chhetri and Dahari. Great weak foot as well, lacking physicality. The way I built him: 9 shooting, 11 dribbling, 8 dexterity, and 8 lower body strength. Skills I would recommend: long range shooting, outside curler, 1 touch pass, and chip shot control and heel trick. And then the fourth goal poacher, which is a Turkmen, Burak Yilmaz, comes with the blitz curler, which I think is not ideal for a goal poacher. You rather want someone outside the box having the blitz color. The goal poacher most of the time will be inside the box. But looking at this build, he's physically quite strong. Does have a great weak foot as well. Unfortunately, he's clunky, low dribbling attributes, low balance. But the way I built him: 8 shooting, 1 passing, 7 dribbling, 11 dexterity, 6 lower body strength, and 6 for aerial strength. Skills I would recommend: double touch, acrobatic finishing, 1 touch pass, chip shot control, and heel trick. We then have the Japanese man Yoichiro Kakitani, a deep line forward. Comes with phenomenal finishing special skill. Is also pacey and quite nimble, very nimble actually. And on top of that, 98 ball control. Amazing weak foot, and has all the necessary skills for a deep line forward. The only negative point is him lacking physicality, but overall I would say a great looking card. So the way I built him: 10 for shooting, 6 dribbling, 11 dexterity, 9 lower body strength. And the skills I would recommend, since he's got the double touch and soul control already, give him flip flap, acrobatic finishing, heel trick, weighted pass, and gamesmanship. And then we have a special deep line forward, which is Nwankwo Kanu from Nigeria, ex-Ajax player, Ajax legend I have to say. Very tall player, 196. As you can see, he is quite nimble, unfortunately not the fastest one. So he comes with a special skill, acceleration burst. Not sure if that's suitable to him, being a tall guy and the deep line forward. I'd rather have a deep line forward with visionary pass or perhaps phenomenal finishing. But all with all, having a special skill is nice to have. He is quite nimble once again, does have a great weak foot. He's unfortunately lacking physicality for someone being that tall. Low pace as well, but once again, it is quite a special card, someone being that tall, deep line forward, which is quite rare. But yeah, the way I built him: 10 shooting, 1 passing, 3 for dribbling, 11 dexterity, 9 lower body strength, and 2 aerial strength. Skills I would recommend: flip flap, long range shooting, 1 touch pass, through passing, and aerial superiority. And then we have the third deep line forward from the United States, Clint Dempsey. Comes with phenomenal finishing, same as Kakitani. Is quite pacey as well. Has a great weak foot. Unfortunately, low dribbling attributes, so he will be kind of clunky, but overall a decent card. So the way I built him: 11 shooting, 7 dribbling, 8 dexterity, 9 lower body strength, and 4 for aerial strength. Skills I would give him: flip flap, 1 touch pass, through passing, acrobatic finishing, and outside color. We then heading over to the Indonesian prolific winger Atep Rizal. Comes with the blitz color special skill. I already made use of him in my latest live stream. He was amazing. He is pacey and nimble, has amazing weak foot, and on top of that, multifunctional in the positioning. If you give him the right position, trainers can also play on AMF, SS, RMF, and right wing. So multifunctional once again in the positioning. Unfortunately is lacking physicality, but overall I would say a very great card. So my leveling is 10 shooting, 4 passing, 8 dribbling, 6 for dexterity and 10 lower body strength. And then skills I would add are flip flap, 1 touch pass, first time shot, acrobatic finishing and heel trick. And then we got the Brazilian prolific winger Denilson, comes with edged crossing, is also pacey and nimble, very nimble actually, 95 that position. Is unfortunately lacking physicality, and looking at the positioning it is quite limited, can only play on the left side and has a low weak foot. The way I built him: 4 shooting, 9 passing, 9 dribbling, 6 dexterity, 9 lower body strength and 3 aerial strength. And then skills I would recommend: 1 touch pass, through passing, low lofted pass, weighted pass and first time shot. As you can see, he's lacking way too many passing skills unfortunately. We then moving on to the Fox in the Box playing styles. We got Majed Abdullah from Saudi Arabia, legend. Comes with the visionary pass, which is quite useful I would say as a Fox in the Box. Is quite pacey as you can see, does have a great weak foot as well, and on top of that a very nice set of skills, almost complete as a CF Fox in the Box I would say. Is unfortunately lacking physicality and quite clunky because of his low dribbling attributes, but overall I would say a great looking card. The way I built him: 10 for shooting, 5 dribbling, 9 dexterity, 10 lower body strength and then 3 aerial strength. And then the 5 skills you should add: long range shooting, chip shot control, acrobatic finishing, heel trick and on top of that gamesmanship. And then the second Fox in the Box in the pack, which is Moussa Sow from Senegal, comes with the bullet header special skill, him being 180. I don't think the bullet header is suitable, but looking at the skills as a CF, he almost has every finishing skill, which is quite a plus. Unfortunately low weak foot, low pace, and same as Abdullah, quite clunky, low dribbling attributes. The way I built them: 9 shooting, 2 passing, 8 dribbling, 11 dexterity, 6 lower body strength and then 4 aerial strength. And then the skills you still need: 1 touch pass, through passing, outside color, double touch and chip shot control as a finisher. And then the box to box from South Korea, Park Ji-sung, one of his many cards, comes with visionary pass, once again one of my favorite special skills. Does have a great weak foot, a very nice set of skills as well, almost complete I would say. Very multifunctional in the positioning, as you can see, can play almost anywhere on the pitch. Unfortunately lacking physicality and defensive attributes for a box to box, but offensively he's looking great. So the way I built them: 8 for passing, 11 dribbling, 5 dexterity, 10 lower body strength and 1 for defending. And then for the skills, he still needs the double touch, long range shooting, track back as a box to box, weighted pass and then heel trick. We then have Nashat Akram from Iraq, a box to box as well. Comes with the long reach tackle. I don't think that's quite a suitable special skill for a box to box. I'd rather have it on a defender or DMF, anchorman or destroyer, you know, not on a box to box. But besides that, he's got a very nice set of skills. Unfortunately low dribbling attributes, low weak foot and lacking defensive attributes. The way I built them: 8 passing, 9 dribbling, 8 dexterity, 10 lower body strength, 5 aerial strength and then 1 for defending. And then skills I would give him: long range color, track back, acrobatic finishing, heel trick and outside color. We then moving on to the CBs. We got Rafael Marquez from Mexico, a build up. Comes with long reach tackle, a very useful special skill as a defender. Great weak foot, great for the build up I would say. Can play DMF on top of that. Unfortunately he's lacking physicality and height, so he won't be a complete defender. And the way I built him: 1 dexterity, 3 lower body strength, 10 for aerial strength, 13 for defending and 2 goalkeeper 1. And then the skills: aerial superiority is what he needs, acrobatic clearance, low lofted pass, through passing and gamesmanship. And then another defender in the pack, which is the Moroccan destroyer Medhi Benatia, which I think is more useful than Rafael Marquez, more complete as well. As you can see, all of his defensive attributes are 95 plus. Comes with aerial fourth special skill, and on top of that does have all the necessary defensive skills as well. The only negative is him lacking pace, but overall an amazing looking card. The way I built him: 5 dexterity, 2 lower body strength, 7 aerial strength, 14 defending and 2 for goalkeeper 1. Skills to add: low lofted pass, weighted pass, through passing, 1 touch pass and gamesmanship. And as last but not least, we got the creative playmaker, the only creative playmaker in the pack, which is Ahmed Hassan. Comes with phenomenal pass, is quite nimble, as you can see, 95 tight possession, does have a great weak foot, unfortunately lacking physicality and lacking pace, a lot of pace. So the way I built him: 4 for shooting, 6 passing, 13 for dribbling, 7 dexterity, 8 lower body strength, and the skills to add: double touch, first time shot, weighted pass, outside killer, and acrobatic finishing. Okay, so those were the player builds. For now, I'm gonna rank the players having the same playing style. Starting off with the goal poachers, as there were 4 of them. On number 4, I'm gonna put Burak Yilmaz over there. Once again, blitz color for a goal poacher, not ideal for me personally. I'd rather have someone outside the box with blitz color. Phenomenal finishing or acceleration burst, in my opinion, is a better option than a blitz color. And looking at this player build, he's quite clunky, low dribbling attributes and low balance, so that's why he's on the number 4 spot of the goal poachers. On number 3, we have Senamuang from Thailand. It's same as Sunil and Dahari, pacey and nimble, great weak foot, but the special skill is making the difference. I'd rather have phenomenal finishing on a goal poacher, so that's why we're moving on to the number 2 spot, which is Sunil Chhetri. This was a tight battle though. He's also very pacey and nimble, but his only negative is his low kicking power of 85. If it was 90, then he would have been number 1. And moving on to the number 1, which is Mokhtar Dahari from Malaysia. Is overall, I would say, almost complete. Is only lacking offensive awareness, but him being a goal poacher, he will make those runs anyway. So Mokhtar Dahari, number 1 of the goal poachers. We then have the deep line forwards, 3 of them. Starting off with the number 3, Clint Dempsey, the one from United States. Comes with phenomenal finishing, but unfortunately, once again, low dribbling attributes, low pace. He needs a lot of necessary skills to be in complete deep line forward, so that's why he's on number 3. On number 2, we got Kanu from Nigeria. Comes with the acceleration burst, also not the most ideal special skill, I would say. He is quite nimble though for someone being that tall. Unfortunately, low pace, low physicality, and does need one touch pass and through passing as well, which is a must for any deep line forward, I would say. And the number 1 for me is the Japanese Kakitani. In my opinion, a very complete player, stats wise looking amazing. Does have all the necessary skills for a deep line forward. His only negative, once again, is him lacking physicality, and overall looking amazing. We then have 2 prolific wingers. My number 2 is Denilson. Once again, him being very limited in the positioning, can only play on the left side, is quite a negative for me. I want players that can play on so many positions. And then moving on to the number 1, there can only be one. Atep Rizal from Indonesia. Comes with a blitz color. Once again, pacey, nimble, great weak foot, and on top of that, multifunctional positioning if you can give him the right position trainers. And skills wise, I would say almost complete, so that's why he's the number 1 out of the prolific wingers. And then we have the Fox in the box, 2 CFs. Starting off with the number 2, Moussa Sow from Senegal. Another player with the wrong special skill, I would say. Him being 180 centimeters, having a bullet header. I don't think that's the perfect combo. He is quite clunky. Low dribbling attributes, low weak foot, and low pace. And does need the one touch pass and through passing to be a complete Fox in the box. And then the number 1, of course, can only be one. Majed Abdullah from Saudi Arabia. A visionary pass special skill is very useful for any player on any position, I would say, but mainly in the attack, it helps the ball receiver having a wonderful first touch or first time shot or first ball control. So in my opinion, a very useful special skill. Quite pacey, great weak foot, very nice set of skills. Abdullah only lacking physicality and is clunky as well. So yeah, that's why he's the number 1. And then we heading over to the box, 2 box players. We got Nashat Akram on number 2. Once again, the player with the wrong special skill, long reach tackle. I'd rather have visionary pass, phenomenal pass, or any of the other more offensive special skills. Is also clunky for a box 2 box player, low weak foot. And then number 1, of course, Park Ji-sung. One of my favorites though. Always been performing well, mainly on my RTG. One of his other cards comes with a very useful special skill, same as Majed Abdullah, the visionary pass. So that's why he's the number 1. And then we have 2 defenders, 2 different playing styles. Number 2, I got Marquez, Rafael Marquez. Comes with a very useful special skill, long reach tackle, but unfortunately lacking physicality. Won't be that strong in the air, but I would say he's quite good on ground. Great attributes, but unfortunately not complete as a CB. Benatia, on the other hand, is my number 1. A destroyer, comes with aerial fort, another quite useful special skill, although I wish he had long reach tackle instead. But looking at the stats, he had 95 plus for all of his defensive attributes, which is insane. So he's the absolute number 1 out of the defenders in this pack. And then we have 1 player left, which is the creative playmaker Ahmed Hassan. It is nice that he comes with the phenomenal pass special skill as an offensive minded player, but unfortunately lacking pace, a lot of pace for a creative playmaker. Needs a couple of important skills. He is in the top 7 picks mainly because he is one of a kind. But out of the 7, he would be the least favorite for me. Alright, and based on the 7 players that are left and looking at their overalls, the stats, skills and special skill, I will pick the top 3, starting with the number 3 spot. Park Ji-sung, a player that is multifunctional in the positioning, comes with the visionary pass which comes in handy in any position on the pitch and just needs a few more skills to be added to be a complete box-to-box player. My number 2 pick would be Medhi Benatia, as he's simply the best CB out of the pack and has 95 plus for all of his defensive attributes and comes with aerial fort special skill which makes him exceptional both on ground and in the air. And as my number 1 pick, I have to go with the Japanese Yoichiro Kakitani, deep line forward, which comes with phenomenal finishing special skill, stats wise exceptional, pacey and nimble, and is one of the 2 players in the pack having all the necessary skills for their playing style. Alright, so this is the end of the video. I shared the player builds of each player, shared the ranking, my personal top 3 picks. If you did like the video, make sure to smash the like button. If you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe to the channel as well for more eFootball content. I want to thank you guys for watching and see you in the next one. Peace out.